So welcome to the class, right? Today let's enter the area of what? FM functions, right? Quickly join in. We were discussing, I think, objectives of FM, right? Does this look familiar to you? I hope you have written down the notes. You got the soft copy of the notes, right? You cannot edit the notes, but you can what? View the notes. I think I have given that access to you. That OneNote link that I gave. Everybody check that out. Tell me. I also share the PDF copy. Now, one thing that I need to tell you. That link is now permanent link. Huh? I don't need to share the link every day with you. Okay. Right. So that link will be what? Perpetual link. Don't need to worry about it. Right. So we have. Okay. Chalo. So, हाँ. I left something called as what? EPS growth was something that I kept pending, correct? EPS ka formula, right? We have to discuss somewhere. So just write down below this, write down basic profit format. ऐसा लिखो, correct? This format that I am drawing right now, correct, will be used, I don't know, n number of times in your syllabus, correct? I don't know how many times, but 30-40 times. So at least I will use this basic profit format 100% of times, correct? 50 times to aram se I will use it, correct? Right? So something like this, have a look. Sales 100 minus variable cost, let's say 30, gives you what? Tell me. Sales minus variable cost gives you what?
Contribution.
Contribution. Anyone who does not know this? Anyone who does not know sales, what is say, or what is sales, so everyone would know. Anyone who does not know what is variable cost? Maybe. There's no harm in what? Saying. Still, I'll tell you. Now, let's say this bottle is there. Correct? We have to make this bottle. I have a water bottle on my table. Correct? I am selling it for $100. Example, $100. Correct? To make this bottle, right? How much cost is required? That means if I make this bottle, so what are the components that will be used here? Have a look. This bottle has some plastic का क्या? Tell me. Lid or whatever you call it, cap. Correct? Steel का bottle it is. Correct? It will require some steel. Either बाहर also some porcelain or जो भी material that is used. So 3 components are required. Correct? So how much would be the cost? So what all cost will be included in variable cost? Sir, first plastic, steel, whatever the third material that is required for coating. Correct? Then you will require machine cost. Every bottle will have a machine cost. To make this single bottle, how much cost will be required is nothing but your variable cost. Right? That means if instead of one bottle I make 2 bottles, at least $30 so will be the cost that will be 100% be what? Incurred. Are you okay with variable cost? Anyone who has problem with variable cost, right now is the time. Tell me. Anybody? Everybody okay with it? Bolo. What do you say? Shivani, what do you say? Mandavi, tell me. Mandavi is okay with it? Tell me. Janilia, what do you say?
Yes, sir.
Variable cost is okay? Tell me. Right. Then you get contribution. Contribution is what? Sir, now see. Sale $100, $30 is for making, right? Now $70 is for what? Other costs. Other costs that are there, right? So other cost के लिए you are left with $70. Correct or not? Right? Write this down somewhere. Minus you have what? Fixed cost. Let's say fixed cost. Correct? You have two fixed costs or two types of fixed cost. That is what? Depreciation. Do you remember depreciation? In profit, do you deduct depreciation or you don't deduct depreciation? याद करो. Depreciation is a allowable expense, not an allowable expense. Tell me.
Profit के लिए we do.
Right? So $10 I am decreasing. Correct? Depreciation $10. Other fixed cost. Sir, what is other fixed cost? Rent, electricity, right? maybe your salaries, admin cost, correct? All that is what? So, sir, only by making this bottle are you going to be able to run the business? Tell me. Or you need to pack it also, sell it also. You will have to what? Store it also. Storage के लिए you will require warehouse. For making it, you will require factory. Factory का rent will be there. Now tell me, you make this bottle, you don't make this bottle. Factory rent तो लगेगा 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 ही. Factory rent will surely be incurred. Even if you what? Tell me. Even if you tell me make one bottle or make 10,000 bottle or 50,000 bottle, if what the capacity is 50,000, you make 0 bottles or 50,000 bottles, still will you have to pay rent? Tell me. Rent of factory, rent of warehouse, pay karna hi, you have to do. There is no option to it, correct? So other fixed cost are somewhere around $30. So tell me, this gives rise to PBIT, or it is also called as operating profit. What is it called? Operating profit. What is it called? Operating profit, right? Or operating profit is also called as profit before interest and tax. PBIT. What is it? Tell me. Profit before interest and tax, right? Operating profit, right? It is also called as earnings before interest and tax. EBIT, right? PBIT or EBIT, correct? Any problem with PBIT or EBIT? Tell me. Sir, but operating profit means what? Correct? Now see, sir, for making this bottle and selling this bottle, right? After making and selling this bottle, right? How much money is left in our pocket or how much profit is left in our pocket? I'm not saying money, I'm saying profit that is left in my pocket. Bolo, 70 minus 10 minus 30. How much is remaining? Tell me in your hand. Bolo, bolo. How much remaining? Operating profit or PBIT? Do the calculation. Kitna? $30 remaining? Tell me. This is PBIT. Now you will say, sir, then after this is the sir business. No. After this, what you are saying? Are you have taken some loan. For that, what do you pay? Tell me. What do you pay on
Interest.
the loan? Interest. Correct. So, sir, from PBIT or EBIT, what will I deduct? Tell me. Interest at 20%. Yeah, at whatever, 8%, whatever. कुछ भी या interest amount directly लिख लो anything, right? $8, correct? Obviously, this will be nothing but loan amount into interest percentage. Let's say loan amount is $100 into 8%, right? Example, right? So how much is left now? Tell me.
22.
22. What is this? What is this?
PBT.
PBT or profit before tax. Sir, देखो, from the core business of making the bottle, selling the bottle, whatever money left, from that, first we will pay, we have taken loan, उसके ऊपर का interest we will pay sir to the bank. Bank will enjoy the interest. 22 का profit left sir. This is nothing but profit before tax. Correct? Now sir, this is something I can keep in my pocket. No sir. No, no, no. Who will come first? Right? Or EBT, PBT or EBT?
एक्सक्यूज मी सर,
EBT. Yes.
और सर पीबीटी के बाद वाला जो सेक्शन था वो एक बार रिपीट कर दो ना.
मतलब
पीबीटी के आगे जो इंटरेस्ट पोर्शन आपने समझा ना वो.
simple. See what I'm telling. By making, for making and selling this bottle. After making and selling this bottle, how much is remaining in my pocket? 30. Right?
यस.
I'm like, great. From the business, operating of my business, operating, right? $30 ka profit is there in my pocket, right? You were very happy, but bank came. अरे वो loan. अरे you are right. Yes. Then क्या loan का क्या? Interest. Okay, okay. Take the interest. Correct or not? Tell me.
ओके.
$8 is interest, right?
यस.
Now you are saying, "Arey, everything outsider also paid. Now moja $22 in my pocket, right? Slowly from the side, right? Mrs. Sitaraman will come on. She will say, what? Tell me. What do you have to pay to the government? Tell me.
टैक्स.
Tax. 30% tax. Correct or not? Popcorn pay tax. Correct or not? Right? Chaddi pay gaddi free. Gaddi pay tax. Right? all those things. You can say anything that is there in this world. If you send an Indian income tax official, he can tax that thing in GST or any other taxation. 20 to pay 30% tax. Tell me how much?
6.6.
$6.6. Correct. So it is what? 30% of this 22. So $22 into 30%. Right. Then you have something called as profit after tax. PAT. Profit after tax. How much is this, Baba? Tell me. एक मिनट बाबा. चलो. प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स हाउ मच है? हाउ मच इज इट रे? बोलो. 15 पॉइंट समथिंग ना? कितना? $15.4 ना रे? व्हाट डू यू से? ये
Yes.
वाली, राइट? करेक्ट. देन फ्रॉम दिस what will be deducted first? Now as you are happy, अरे सर देखो, business done, right? वो debt holders paid, correct? Right? Tax also, Sitaraman ji took the what? Money, everything done. Now this is money that I have, or profit that I have made, right? Slowly from the corner, preference shareholder, correct or not? Who are the first people who will take some dividend? Preference dividend. More detail will be there about preference dividend. Right now, write down preference dividend at a fixed rate. Generally, you pay. They say, boss, $5.4 हमको preference dividend चाहिए. Right? These are all assumed amounts. Huh? Nothing from anywhere I am copying. Okay. So now after everything left, correct? Whatever remaining, profit after tax,
Equity.
PAT. What is this? Tell me. $10 that are left are
Earnings
nothing but what?
available to equity shareholder.
So this is called as what? Sir, this is now what owner's profit is all about, correct? So as an owner of business, if you are a corporate, correct? First, operating, whatever you get profit, from that you have to first pay debt holders. First preference will be given to debt holders, right? Then second preference to government. Third preference to preference shareholders. Whatever remaining will be what you will have in your pocket. $10. Correct है क्या? देखो जरा. Does it make sense? Any issue with that? Tell me. Right? This is nothing but earning attributable to equity shareholders. EAESH, as they famously call it. Earning attributable to equity shareholder. Or in short, it is called as EAESH.
सर प्रेफरेंस डिविडेंड प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स इश्यू नहीं करते हैं कंपनी.
There is a lot of what? Tell me. Now it has become a bit of what? Not really practical option. But older preference dividend that have been already issued are still there in what? Rolling. But now new preference shares, I don't think preference share ka concept is that popular now. The popularity has gone down, right? Older preference shares that are there, which are irredeemable in nature. Irredeemable means what? You will every year pay them some return, correct? Without any doubt. Irredeemable means what? They will never be redeemed. You cannot repay them, correct?
सर तो वो ट्रांसफरेबल होता है
क्या?
ये प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स.
Preference share you can do, but it is off the stock market, not on the stock market. Generally, you like preference share. समझ लो you have Reliance का preference shares, correct? You want to buy it from some preference shareholder, you can buy it. You can sit over the table and decide.
सर तो मतलब जो आप बोल रहे हो कि एनएससी बीएससी नहीं रहेंगे तो फिर डीमैट अकाउंट वगैरह का नहीं है, ऑन द टेबल ही करना पड़ेगा.
Off the table.
Okay.
right? Chalo. Now you are like, now see what happened. Let's say yesterday's example, correct? Vipasha and what? Tanish, correct? They both, right? $10 is in their pocket, right? $10 pocket में है boss, correct? They are very happy, right? उसमें भी let me go back to yesterday's example, correct? They had some preference shareholder also, some preference shareholder 2 crores and 3 crores debt, ऐसा कुछ तो, correct? So let me go one more step. EAESH. Now they have $10 in their pocket. टेंशन ही नहीं है. $10 in their pocket के boss, बढ़िया profit है, right? Now from this something has to be paid to the equity shareholder. Can you keep $10 ऐसे ही in the business? Tell me. No.
No.
Obviously, every year, if someone has invested money in the business, right? They are doing the business, they should be paid or they should be given certain dividend. Minus you will have equity dividend. इसको ordinary dividend भी बोलते हैं, ordinary share का dividend. This is a preference dividend for preference shareholder. Is equity or ordinary dividend, correct? Let's say they decide $5, correct? $5. So how much is left now? Tell me. $5. This is nothing but a retained earnings. Sir, 10 was there in our pocket, no? 5 we gave to our equity shareholder, correct? And 5 is remaining with the company, which again will be what? Invested in our company only, correct? So this is retained earnings. This is how a profitability statement for FM will be useful to you. Are you okay with every line, every word that is written here? Any problem with any word that is written here? कोई tension, query, doubt, problem? What do you say, Janelia? Okay with it?
Yes,
Simran,
sir.
what do you say? Okay with it? Okay. We are not able to hear you, Simran, if you are speaking. Jia, what do you say?
सर
हाँ बोलो बोलो.
सर
Yes.
इसमें जो इक्विटी डिविडेंड है वो तनिष और विपाशा को ही जाएगा ना?
Yes, yes, yes. Those who are owners of the company, equity shareholders. Yes, it will go to them only. Right? Are you okay with it? Retained earnings, $5. This is the profitability ratio. Now, sir, all this doing what you're doing, EPS, correct? Now, if I say, tell me, before paying the equity shareholder, how much money did the company have in its pocket? How much was the earning that could be given? See, $10 is the earning that is attributable to equity shareholder, right? You could pay full $10 as dividend, correct? But what you decide? Only $5, and $5 you will retain in the business. Actually, how much was the earning that? Now see what happens. See, hear me out. एकदम शांति से सोचो. Correct? Sir, owners invest money into the business as equity shareholder. If they want some more money, they take from preference shareholders. They take from debt. Correct? Now all this they do, correct? They use this, do the business, right? Business may they do the sale, उसमें से whatever business expenses are deducted, you are left with operating profit, right? Then first you pay what to debt holder? Money. Whatever they give you money, they helped you to start the business, you pay them certain interest. Then government says, अरे we gave you what? Permission to do business. तो उनको टैक्स पे किया, करेक्ट? फ्रॉम दैट प्रॉफिट दैट यू डू, राइट? देन प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर यू गिव द मनी, then equity shareholder you give the money. Correct or not? Tell me. Right? Or end में whatever is remaining is what? Sir, we started the business. This is the earning attributable to us. Correct? Now let's say this is $10 की जगह पे for a second. Let's consider this is $10 million. Correct? And if I say that we and T that we had, correct, each hold 500,000 shares in the company. That means how many total shares are there in the company? Equity shares. Tell me. Write it like this only. Yeah? So tell me how much is the equity share that is there? Tell me. 100,000 है क्या? या कितने shares है? 1 million shares है? Tell me yes or no. 100,000 or 1 million? How many? 500,000 plus 500,000 shares.
1 million.
1 million.
1 million shares. Therefore, if you have an EAESH, right, of $10 million and you have 1 million shares, right? How much is the earnings that is attributable to each or per share? that is there? Tell me.
100,000.
100,000 per share. EPS, earnings per share. $10 million, correct? Divided by 1 million shares. How much is the EPS or earnings per share?
10.
$10 per share.
$10.
Therefore, if I ask you what is the EPS formula, tell me. EPS is what? Earnings per share. What is the earnings per share formula? Can anyone tell me?
Earnings
What divided by
attributable
what?
to equity shareholders upon total number of equity shares.
EAESH divided by total number of equity or ordinary shares. Anybody having any problem with formula of EPS, or you only derived it? I just told you what? Tell me. Helped you out. All formulas you will only derive. Correct? I don't know anything. मेरे कुछ नहीं आता है, right? EPS. Now, if I ask you what is the dividend per share? See, let's say dividend is $5 million, right? And there are 1 million shares, right? So how much is the dividend per share?
The total dividend upon total number of equity shares.
Correct. Then calculation. Dividend per share is what? Sir, $5 million divided by what should I do? Tell me. 1 million shares. So how much is the dividend per share?
$5.
$5 per share. Everybody okay with it? Tell me. Jia, what do you say? Jia है क्या गई? नहीं लगती है. Tell me. What do you say? Everybody. Shivalli, what do you say? Okay. Krisha, क्या लगता है? So therefore, what is the DPS formula? DPS, dividend paid in total, divided by what? Tell me. Tell me, are you okay? Divided by dividend per share.
No, sir.
क्या करूँ तो डिवाइड बाय?
टोटल नंबर
Total
ऑफ
number of
हाँ,
equity.
बोलो ना तो. टोटल नंबर ऑफ व्हाट?
सर मुझे लगा मेरा कुछ गलत हो रहा है.
टोटल नंबर ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर्स. Or what? Tell me. Ordinary shares, whatever you want to say. Okay with both the formulas? Any problem? Sure. Can I go one more step ahead? EPS growth means what? Now tell me, if EPS last year was $10 and this year $12, means can I say if the number of shares are same, that means has the earning gone up? Tell me. Profit has gone up, earning has gone up. That is what is one of the other objectives as well. Come back to the other objectives. आ जाओ. Objective of FM. Are you okay with now EPS growth? Does EPS growth make sense? Tell me. And objective is what? Tell me that profitability should grow. That means EPS should grow. Correct or not? Now I want to discuss one thing before going ahead. Now, what is the major issue here? Understand, right? What I'm trying to say, these objectives we have classified as primary and secondary. Now I want to classify whether the given objective is a financial or non-financial. Is what? Tell me. Financial or non-financial. बराबर है क्या? Tell me. अब financial objective. Now tell me shareholder wealth. Now what is financial objective? You hear me out. Sir, first I was getting in my pocket 10 rupees. Now I'm getting 12 rupees. Sir, I was getting profit 10. I got 12. Sir, first sale was 10 rupees. Now it is 12 rupees. This is financial. But sir, first I had 100 customers. Now I have 200 customers. Right? Non-financial. Right? I can have customers. I can have 100 students. But if I give class for free, I can have 500 students as well. But does that mean that it is financially going to reward me? Maybe not, right? So is it a financial objective or non-financial objective? तो पहले शेयर होल्डर वेल्थ मैक्सिमाइजेशन फाइनेंशियल और नॉन फाइनेंशियल क्या लगता है?
Financial.
Financial. Everybody okay with it being a FO or financial objective? Tell me. Any problem? Right? Profit maximization. Financial, non-financial?
Financial.
Financial.
Financial. Market share increase.
Non-financial.
क्या लगता है? नॉन
Non-financial.
फाइनेंशियल या फाइनेंशियल? हाँ, नॉन फाइनेंशियल या फाइनेंशियल?
सर अल्टीमेटली वो फाइनेंशियल ऑब्जेक्टिव ही बनेगा बट शायद वो नॉन फाइनेंशियल है.
नॉन फाइनेंशियल. What does the class want to say about this? Tell me. Are we divided on this or not divided on this? Tell me. बोलो 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 बोलो. Market share increase. I'll give you an example, right? Best example for this. Do you remember when Jio was introduced? Right? Jio, every other person had a Jio what? Tell me. SIM.
Yes.
याद है क्या? Tell me. But was Jio providing services or was Jio in profits or Jio not in profits? Tell me.
बहुत लॉस में था सर.
Right? And almost tell me they had a good market share, but were they in profits? No.
No, sir.
Right? So is it a financial objective or a non-financial? Generally, market share increase is what? Number of customers going up and down. That does not justify the financial what backing at all. So it is a non-financial objective. NFO. EPS growth. Tell me. Financial, non-financial.
Financial.
Financial. Revenue growth.
Financial.
Financial. Correct. Geographical location growth. We are
Non-financial.
in we are now in 10 locations. अरे बट उससे प्रॉफिट का क्या लेना देना? करेक्ट. नॉन फाइनेंशियल ऑब्जेक्टिव.
तो एक बार वापस एक्सप्लेन करना ना
क्या?
जियोग्राफिकल लोकेशन ग्रोथ एनएफओ क्यों है.
देखो सिंपल है, राइट? नाउ यू से दैट यू विल गो टू 10 लोकेशंस, करेक्ट? डज दैट एंश्योर कि तुम्हारा सेल इंक्रीज होगा? मे भी हो सकता है यू गो टू 10 लोकेशन, सेल इंक्रीज मे नॉट हैपन.
सर
कुछ भी
बट
नहीं होगा.
वो लोकेशन पे जाने के लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट तो करना पड़ता है ना. लाइक
ऑब्वियसली यस 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 दैट इज. बट वो ऑब्जेक्टिव थोड़ी है, इन्वेस्टमेंट का ऑब्जेक्टिव थोड़ी है मेरा. माई ऑब्जेक्टिव इज व्हाट? टेल मी टू गो टू दैट लोकेशन. इन्वेस्टमेंट देखो, आप बैंक से पैसा लेके भी इन्वेस्टमेंट कर सकते हो. यू कैन डू व्हाट? टेक अ लोन एंड इन्वेस्ट मनी, करेक्ट? But what you are saying, when I say that we were first at 5 locations, now at 10 locations, does that tell you anything about my financial what? Tell me, growth or financial what? Situation as of now? No. It just tells you that we are at more locations. Does that mean you are going to have profit? Does that mean sales will happen only more? No. Right? That's why it is non-financial. Social responsibility. Tell me. If financial or non-financial? Bolo.
Non-financial.
Non-financial. Last but not the least, customer satisfaction. What do you think?
Non-financial.
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 Makes sense. Tell me. चले आगे. Tell me. Are you okay with this? रुको, क्या हुआ रे इसको?
Zoom हो गया सर.
Are you okay with this? Objective of FM. Basic. Have you written down this also? What do you say? Basic profit format. Any problem in this profit format? Tell me. Very important. Huh? I'm going to use this n number of times. Correct? Any problem with this? Can I go ahead? Now, if you go to the main chart, right now we are going to 3 decisions of a financial manager, right? Use the heading 3 decisions of a financial manager. Right. 3 decisions of a financial manager. First is financing decision. Did we do this? No, no. किया करे ये?
No.
No. No, नहीं. Financing decision. Now hear me out. तूने जा रहा है भाई. एक मिनट. काय झालं? अरे क्या हो रहा है? एक सेकंड. एक मिनट बाबा, क्या हो रहा है बाबा?
सर रीजॉइन कर लो, मे भी ओपन हो जाए, आई मीन शेयर हो जाए स्क्रीन।
अरे नहीं, शेयर स्क्रीन का प्रॉब्लम नहीं, स्क्रीन शेयर हो रहा है. रुक जा एक मिनट. मे बी बैटरी डाउन हो गया इसका. आजा. अरे तकलीफ दे रहा है. ऐसा कुछ होता है क्या? कीबोर्ड डिसेबल हो जाता है? आ जाओ जरा. क्या प्रॉब्लम है भाई? ठीक, छोड़. आ जाओ जरा. Now do you remember the example that we did with V and T? याद है क्या वो example? Tell me.
Yes.
Do you remember that example?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. ठीक, आ जाओ जरा. तो 3 decisions में, do you remember they had told, sir, see, 10 crores we are investing, correct? 5 crore who is investing? Tell me. कौन invest कर रहा था 5?
बैंक
The bank was
Yeah,
investing, correct? Right? So they asked you, sir, 10 crores we are investing, from where to bring the 5 crores? I told them to finance this from where? Debt. 10 crores you bring from equity, 5 crore you bring from debt. Accordingly, we will work it out, correct? So from where will you get the money? So whenever a financing decision is to be taken, the financial manager will answer the questions of what? From where will you get the money? Right? Now see, basically long term or short term money. Now see, tell me one thing, just tell me whether whenever I talk about investing into non-current assets, that are assets which have life more than 12 months, am I talking about a long-term kind of asset or a short-term kind of asset? Tell me.
long term.
Long term.
Long term. So whenever I fund this non-current asset, so I bring money and I invest into this non-current asset, should I bring for long term or should I bring for short term? Tell me.
Long term.
Long
Long
term.
term.
So the example that we took, जरा आ जाओ again to that example. Is the example here? किधर गया रे example? Main chart के नीचे था या Now see what you did, sir. 15 crores we have, 12 crore we invested into what? Long term assets. So tell me, will you take, or when you have to invest for long term, will you take a loan or an investment of a long term nature investment or finance that is all long term in nature or short term in nature? Think about it.
Long term in nature.
Everybody, what do you say? Yes, Shreya. Shreya says long term. What does everybody else say? Tell me.
सर
12
क्वेश्चन
crores.
वापस बोलो ना
12 crores is a non-current asset, which is a 10-year life asset, correct? You are taking finance for this. Should you take a 10-year loan only or should you take a 6-month loan? अरे sir, 6-month loan machine buy करो, 6 month के बाद you can pay the 12 crore. Tell me.
लॉन्ग टर्म
Will your business create so much cash in 6 months? Tell me.
नो
Possible. So the decision that you take from where the money will come, you will also have to take the decision, sir, whether you should use long term finance or whether you should use short term finance. And if yes, how much long term? Sir, 5-year, 10-year, 20-year. With the amount, how many years? And in short term. But tell me, this current asset that you have 3 crores, correct? इसमें do you do, or in this will you say, sir, bring 5 years, or current assets and current liabilities change every day? Tell me. So
Yes,
do you
sir.
require a much more short-term loan for this or a very long-term loan for this? Think about it.
Short term.
Short
Day by
term.
day changing. Tell me. What do you say? Everyone? What do you say, Krisha?
शॉर्ट
Saib, क्या
टर्म
बोलते हैं? Right? Correct? Short. So from where will you get the finance or money, right? And whether finance should be short-term or long-term. ST और LT लिख रहा हूँ. Correct? Obviously, from where will you get the money, right? And in that, how much money also is there? How much money? Either also how much short term, how much long term. Financing. उसके बाद क्या करते हैं? Tell me.
Investment
Second
decision.
decision. So what we did, sir, from where I want to get the money? Then I thought what? Sir, I will invest into non-current asset. And so we decided a mix. What mix did we decide? Sir, 15 crores is there, no? So 12 crore you put into what? Tell me, non-current asset. 3 crores, where will you put? Tell me. Short-term assets or what? Current assets. Correct or not? So investment decision is the second decision.
सर इसमें बैंक के टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस आएंगे ना?
Obviously. That is, we've not even got into detail of this. I'm just on the what bird's eye view of what we are trying to do. Correct?
Okay.
So investment decision, correct. Where will you invest? सबसे पहला आपने investment decision लिया पुणे, मुंबई, कोलकाता, अहमदाबाद. Do you remember that part? Right? Where will you invest? Where will you invest the money? Correct. Obviously, how much? Right? First question is that. Then, whether invest in short-term or long-term assets, and how much, obviously. These questions a financial manager has to answer and has to take a decision regarding this. Okay with it? Any problem? Tell me. What do you say, Vipasha? Okay with it?
Yes, sir.
Financing, investment, and last but not the least, what is last? Last is a dividend decision, sir. कुछ भी बोलते हैं. You did not talk about dividend at all. Let's go once again to that. What? Tell me. What?
सर शॉर्ट टर्म एसेट्स का कोई एग्जांपल लो ना.
Short-term asset means what? Tell me, sir, I want to give 30 days credit to someone, right? Short-term asset, correct? I am investing into the trust that I have into that person and giving him 30 days credit, right? It is an asset that he has to pay me back the money, correct or not? I am investing 30 days worth of what I had got. See, if I had done a cash sale, I would have got the money today, right? But I am investing in the trust I have into that person, right? For
Okay.
30 days. That is a short term asset. 30 or 60 days, whatever credit period you give. Likewise, right? When someone trusts on your repayment capability, correct? That is your current liability, correct or not? He is
Yes.
investing in you, right? Now, when student comes and says, like last quarter, I had a student, right? Sir, I don't trust you. I don't know how you teach, correct? So she gave half fees first, right? And after she was fully satisfied, right? 15-20 days. After that, she paid the fees, correct? अभी उसमें हो क्या गया? That after the exam, she called up and said that, sir, I did that wrong stuff, but I now regret it, but now the paper is gone very nice, correct? वैसा है वो. You have to invest what? Tell me. Like I told her, I invest in the trust that you will pay the money, correct? See, students कभी किसी का पैसा नहीं डुबाता है. I know that for a fact, right? Even 100 rupees or 5 rupees also student will never keep for of a faculty, correct? And a faculty always will never ask also for it. ऐसा है वो. It is two way, right? I have taught so many students to know that money never goes anywhere, it will not go. Where it is worth, you will get that money. And in life also, going ahead, correct? You can take that कि वो मिलेगा ही तुमको, correct? It cannot go anywhere, right? Have a look. Makes sense? Tell me. Short-term investment into trust. Trust मतलब trust on people. हाँ, dividend decision है वो तो रह गया. Come back. Dividend decision. Now see, you started doing business, correct? PBIT, what? Tax wax सब कुछ pay करके you paid preference dividend, correct? Now you have $10 in your pocket. Now, if let's say at that junction where we were doing this, what? You are at this junction, correct? You are sitting in a meeting as a finance manager. You are like, sir, next year, no, we will require $10 million for some expansion. Correct. In that case, if you can fund the expansion from this $10 million profit that you have, will you pay dividend? Think about it. No. Right. So, and I hope you know that equity shareholder do not have a say in how much dividend is to be paid. Let's go to corporate law for a second. Who declares dividend? Who decides the dividend? Right? It is the directors, right, with the management team that decides how much dividend is to be paid, right? They decide. They don't put a vote or a 50% dividend first option, 70% dividend second option, 90% dividend third option. Fastest finger first, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है, correct? They have already decided the dividend amount. They just declare it in the AGM, correct? Declaration of dividend happens. So dividend, equity shareholders don't decide, and it is not compulsory to pay dividend. Not at all compulsory to pay dividend. But sir, then तो what you are saying, this interest also should not be compulsory to pay. बराबर है?
Compulsory, sir.
Compulsory. It is an outsider's money. Correct or not? Tell me. Outside, from outside you are bringing some money. You have to pay some interest to them. If you don't pay interest, right, they will
Asset
come
ले
seize
जाएगी.
your property. They will seize against which you have taken loan, right? All legal proceedings will start. है कि नहीं? That is how it is. So, इसलिए what do you say? Tell me, whenever, right, someone comes at home, right, gives you some money, correct? That is earnings attributable to equity shareholder, correct? And your parents are what? Directors, right? Zero dividend is paid to you. बराबर है क्या? Tell me. If your parents are the financial manager, dividend decision is what? Zero dividend. बराबर है? I have crores of rupees of debt with my mom. People have paid a lot of money when they have come at my place, 100, 200 when I was very young, right? वो सब पैसा लॉस में है, correct? Dividend decision, right? How much dividend to pay? How much retained earnings? To be kept for expansion. All those decisions also you have to take as a financial manager. Three decisions of a
सर नॉर्मली फेस वैल्यू पे देते क्या
what?
प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में
Yes, dividend is paid on face value or nominal value as they call it in what? The UK terms, correct? Right. Let me, once I am done, thoda sa let us go to one or two questions maybe after a considerable portion is done. चल, now we are done up to what? Tell me, three decisions हो गया, objective हो गया, stakeholder theory, right? आ जाओ, सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन है, first we have to understand what are stakeholders. Who are stakeholders? Who are shareholders? Now stakeholders. How do you remember stakeholders and what are the different types of stakeholders, right? Tell me. बोलो. Who are stakeholders? Who are shareholders? पहले shareholders. Who are shareholders? Equity shareholders you just heard. Who are shareholders? Tell me.
Owners of the company.
Owners of the company. Correct. Who are stakeholders then?
Who are directly or indirectly related with the company, like employees.
Yes. Like employees. But sir,
Government, society,
इंटरनल एक्सटर्नल बोथ
government,
सर
society, internal,
customer.
external,
Lenders.
customer, vendors. Correct.
हाँ.
But एक example, right? Understand. Correct. With one example, stakeholders का बात करते हैं. Correct. Now see, this is the company, right? पहले heading लिखो types of stakeholders. After this, first you hear it out, then I'll give you time to copy it down. Okay. Chalo, now have a look. Now see what I'm trying to say. This is the company, correct? Now, what does the company do? Let me give you a what example, right? Company now up to last month used to do 10,000 units per month manufacturing, correct? But now what has happened, right? That company has moved a bit. Pehle company had somewhere around 500 employees. To make the 10,000 units, they needed 500 employees because there were certain different production sectors or sab kuch tha. So 500 employees were required, right? And there were directors also in the company. Now what started happening, understand, correct? Now company decided that boss 10,000 nahi. Now from next year we will make only, or next month we will make only 2,000 units that are there. How many units? 2,000 units manufacturing. Tell me, will that impact a lot of people?
Yes.
Yes.
Thoda socho. First, there are 500 employees, correct? What happens because of 10,000 units? They could employ the 500 employees, salary were really affordable. But once they move from what 10,000 to 2,000 units only, they fire. First thing that the company does is what? Cutting jobs. 500 employee. What happened? Only 100 employees are now left. 400 employees what? Fired. Or is problem, no? Tell me. Directors, there were 7 directors. One of 4 or 5 directors fired, right? First line of defense, right? Or first impact of any decision a company takes, right? These are nothing but employee and directors of the company. These are nothing but internal stakeholders. These are what? Internal stakeholders, right? Internal stakeholder के अंदर what is it? Tell me. Employee directors are internal stakeholders. They are going to what? Tell me. Be the first person. Most impact will always be on the internal stakeholders, correct? Now keeping this in mind, right? Now what happens once 400 employees fired? Then what happens? The second impact is on what? Tell me. The connected stakeholders. On what? Connected stakeholders. Who are connected stakeholders? Sun lo. Now see, up till last month, no, you were ordering manufacturing, you are ordering raw material for 10,000 units. Now from this year, you are only ordering raw material of 2,000 units. Who is affected? Your customer or supplier? Tell me.
Supplier.
Supplier. So supplier is a connected what? Tell me. Shareholder. A connected stakeholder, correct? Then supplier done, right? Then go ahead. Now what happens, right? Because of this, you had a loan, right? But now you don't have profits only. 10,000 you move to 2,008. There is no profits to pay interest. There are losses. Who is what? Tell me affected because of this. Will you be able to pay interest if you don't have money only in the business? Tell me.
No, sir.
So debt holders will be the second line, debt holders. Correct. Then tell me, your profits are low, there are losses, right? Nothing remaining for equity shareholders also. They will also be affected. Equity shareholder. So देखो how I am doing it, right? This is an inner circle, correct, for the company. This is connected stakeholders, right? Connected. Just a second. Supplier, debt holder, equity shareholder. Now, after this, right, up till last month, your customers were used to having a lot of stock of your product in the market, but now your stocks have dried up, right? Who is impacted because of this? Tell me. Customer. First, अरे sir, इतना सारा stock था 10,000 units, now only 2,000 units. Customer is going to be affected. One person is the only, there is only a sole person who is going to be very happy that from 10,000 you move to 2,000. Who is that person? Tell me. Bolo, bolo. Who is that person?
Competitor.
Competitor, correct? right? These are called as connected. These are what? Internal stakeholders. I'll color code it. These are internal stakeholders. Right? These are connected stakeholders. Last but not the least is your external stakeholders, correct? External what? Now see, you had 500 employees, you fired 400 employees, right? They go and complain to the labor commission, right? Who gets affected because of that? Tell me. Directly
And
case. Government will what? Get involved in your business, correct? Government is an external stakeholder, right? They will be outside the organization, but they can have or the impact will be on the government, right? Government. Then what happens? Now, sir, no one can fire SA 400 employees SA in one go, right? So the government takes a look at it and tries to pass a law that, boss, you cannot fire more than 10% of your employee at one time, right? That means a regulation is made, and there are people sitting in the parliament who pass the law. Regulators or people who make the law will also be affected because of your 500 employee to 100 employee. So regulators is the another example for what? External stakeholders, correct? Then now you what? Fired 400 employees, correct? A whole economy. So now what happens generally? A lot of companies have their own colonies, right? That people stay in the nearby colonies and go to work. Now you fired 400 people, right? The whole colony does not have income, or almost 1/4 of the, or for sorry, 4/5 of the colony you fired, correct? So there is no income. What will they eat, and how will they what? How will the economy around that or the society around that work, correct? So society at a large is also what? Tell me. External stakeholder. बराबर है क्या? Have a look. Does it make sense? Tell me. And last, what happens? These 500 or 400 people that are fired, no, they will make a group, right? And they will try to pressure you. Okay, boss, what? You cannot fire 400 people, correct? You cannot fire 400 people all at once, right? There has to be a law against it. We are going to make a union and we are going to do a strike against all these things. That is nothing but a pressure group can be created. Not only these 400, other employees who are fired from some other way, they will also make a group together and they can do this. This is the external stakeholders. This is how you remember stakeholders. Easy to remember, easy to write, correct? Have a look. Make sense? Tell me. Any problem with this? बोलो बोलो.
सर एक बार
Now,
रेगुलेटर वापस से एक्सप्लेन कर दोगे?
yes. See, you had what? Tell me. 500 employees, correct? You fired 400 employees. So there is a need. Now see, ऐसे तो every company that is there can hire 1000 and fire 800, 900 employees, correct? So there has to be a certain law or regulation against this. So what will happen? Because of your decision, now regulators have to wake up from their sleep, make a new law which will what? Create a atmosphere where this does not happen, correct? Have a look. Now a lot of people say, sir, in some books, only two types of what? Tell me. Stakeholders are given. In that case, your connected stakeholders are external stakeholders, right? Three types hoga. So three types are what? Internal, connected, right? And external. But if it is only two types, correct, of stakeholders, तो उसमें होंगे, right? एक internal तो होंगे. Those are what? Directors and employees, right? Internal. And external के अंदर you have connected and external both. Correct? Done and dusted. Have a look. Are you okay with this?
सर एक बार वापस डेट होल्डर और इक्विटी होल्डर बता दो कनेक्टेड।
See, loss हुआ, correct? You will not be able to pay interest, right? See, first line of defense जो होगा, the first impact, most impact will be to internal. Second layer of impact will be to connected, and third layer of impact is external. So accordingly, first, once a decision is taken, the most affected party is employee directors. Direct firing, correct?
Yes.
Right? Second layer will be debt holders. Now, sir, decision taken, profits not there, interest will not be paid, supplier or what? Or your dividend will not be paid, customer will not get what? The desired number of units, competitor will be happy, his business will go up, supplier will not be happy, first 10,000 units come out, 2,000 units, correct?
Okay.
Right? Okay with it? Tell me.
Yes.
Can I go ahead then? Right? Now a small part about shareholder, or you make two parts of the book, shareholder and stakeholder. Right? One sentence I'm trying to write. Can you understand? Now see which statement is true as per your understanding, right? Two statements. All stakeholders are shareholders of the company. True or false?
False.
False.
Right?
False.
False. But second, all shareholders are stakeholders of company.
True.
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 So stakeholder is a superset, correct? And shareholders are a subset of that superset. IT terms. Okay with this? Tell me. Can I go ahead? Tell me. Stakeholder theory. Abhi last thing that we just have to discuss is stakeholder conflicts. Now let me give you one last example of how stakeholder conflict. There are a lot of conflicts that happen, but let's talk about one evident conflict that I can think about. Now what happens now that do you remember Mumbai in the 80s or 70s, thoda aur bhi pehle, correct? Mumbai was very famous for mills, cloth mills, right? Because being a port and we getting what best quality cotton, right? So what used to happen, there were cotton or cloth mills all around Mumbai, right? Most of your Mumbai area, right, were or your malls, big malls in Mumbai were first mills or spaces or land on which mills were operated. There were mill worker unions which were very what powerful at that time. You must have seen old movies mein those mills shown, correct? People were fired. So what did people do? There were 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 people who were employed by these mills. One mills got closed, and the owners of the mills sold the land to what? Mall owners. People made mall on that, right? And a lot of people lost their employment, correct? Now what happened in a mill? Generally, what used to happen? Before also, what used to happen? That sir, first cloth के mill में there is what? Tell me, a manual process was there first, correct? You had to by hand, there was a machine by which you had to what? Tell me. You see Gandhi ji doing that cloth mill was what? Tell me, chakka that was there. Used to make what? Cotton out of it, right? Khadi, basically. It was a manual process. Then machines came up. So what happened first? Mills made 10,000, 20,000 people used to work. One big mill if it is there, right? 1,000, 2,000 people. But everything was manually done. Slowly, what happened? Machines replaced the employees, correct? And employees were fired. So it rose a conflict. Now see what happened. These shareholders took a decision because more profit, machine mein employee cost will be saved, but they will be able to what? Tell me, have more profits, but employee ka cost will be lowered and they will be fired. So there was a what? Conflict between two stakeholders, employee and equity shareholders. One wants profit, one wants what? Employment. ऐसा हर एक supplier, maybe now see at maybe you are having what? A furniture company cuts a lot of trees, correct, for making wood furniture, right? That will have a problem with society at a large. No forest remaining, deforestation happening, correct? That is how it happens, right? So this is how conflict. You don't need to write it, you just need to know it, correct? No need to write anything or what to go through anything, correct? चलो उसके बाद come to main chart. Okay. हाँ चरखा, yes. चलो now we'll do agency theory, then we'll move to TSR, right? एक छोटा सा part TSR का we can do. Agency theory. Agency theory, give the heading in your notes. Agency theory. Most of you might know the agency theory, but still just revising it, correct? There is something called as a principal. He appoints an agent to work on his behalf. The agent deals with third party. Now, best example is what? Your parents are principal, correct? You are the agent. Now, your parents buy a two-wheeler, four-wheeler for you, correct? The four-wheeler or two-wheeler is in their name. You go and dash the car, right? Who is responsible? Tell me.
Parents.
Parents. So if anything goes wrong while dealing with the third party, who is responsible? Tell me.
Principal.
So principal responsible for actions of agent. Anything goes wrong. One more example, correct? Now see, generally what happens? A lot of you have Jio ka SIM, correct? Right? If something goes wrong, what do you say? Arey yaar, the owner of Jio, kya, what is the use? Today morning I was thinking of the same thing of the electricity department, right? That the government or the electricity department, morning 5 a.m. no lights, 11:30 tak no lights, 11:30 12 the lights came, correct? I had to cancel what? Tell me. The classes, right? ऐसा है. Principal, correct? Or if it's a company scenario, principal or it is equity shareholder is the principal. They appoint directors who are agent of the company, who deal with third party, but responsibility kiska hai? Equity shareholder or owners, right? Now see, when Jio does something wrong, who do you blame? Mukesh bhai, correct or not? Right or not? Tell me. बराबर बोल रहा हूँ. आकाश भाई, मुकेश भाई,
Yes.
whoever is to be blamed. You do case against what? Jio, directly against equity shareholder, right? अरे sir, but जिसने whoever sold you a SIM card, he did not tell you the details correctly, right? He is the agent. अरे सर agent है वो, correct? You did not read, वो तुम्हारा गलती है, correct? That is your problem. That is your mistake, correct or not? Have a look. Makes sense? Agency theory. This is how agency theory works out. Any problem with agency theory? Tell me. Now, because of this, you think, no, the person who sold you the SIM card, correct? Or manager of one of the store, right? He is so fully what? Tell me. In some different type of ego only. Whatever I do, who is going to pay for it? Mukesh bhai. Direct. Right? No. What? Responsibility only, right? So can the director be notorious? Tell me. And try to what? Play around with the money of the equity shareholder? Do they have the power? Yes. Can they do it? Yes. Has happened? Yes. Will happen? Yes. Correct. Is happening? Yes. Correct. You see a lot of company directors, right, being what? tell me, in positions where they take risky decisions, right? Where it affects the company's position in the market, right? Example, बायजूस है क्या? अभी कुछ बचा है क्या? One time valued at what? 10,000 crore, 50,000 crore, whatever the humongous valuation were, they got what? Funding from US. US top education or top investment companies were investing into Byju's, right? Now what is happening? Nowhere to be found. Zero value abhi. Literally zero value, right? It has gone to the what? What happened? Corporate edtechs, correct? What they do? Just selling, correct? They don't understand anything else. Only sale. Commission, no? 10%, 20% on the sale, right? So that is how it works out. So then what happened? Tell me. The directors or the agents or the employees of the company who were appointed by the principal or equity shareholder, they misrepresented the company in front of the third party, which led to losses, correct? And the company literally has zero value now, right? That is how it is. So agency theory mein one part of managerial remuneration is there, right? But what I'll do, abhi bahut theory ho gaya, correct? Let me go into one small part of what? TSR. So what you do, leave around 4 pages. 1 minute. Now what is left? देखो, you are left with managerial remuneration, correct? Managerial remuneration, corporate governance, and NFPO. That is what? Not for profit organization, correct? These 3 things I'll take later on. अभी चलो TSR में. Leave 4 pages approximately, correct? इधर ही बेसिक में ना TSR ऐड कर दो. Basic that we have written, no? TSR. What is the full form of TSR? Total shareholder return. Add one heading here. Total shareholder return. TSR. Total shareholder return. We'll
And
come back
sir,
to the theory.
ESOPs is also remaining, na?
हाँ वो मैनेजरियल रेम्यूनरेशन में है ना मैडम.
हाँ.
सर एजेंसी थियरी पे एक और एग्जांपल ले लो ना.
क्या एग्जांपल लो? एजेंसी थियरी नॉट दैट इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. मैंने आते हुए नहीं देखा एक भी क्वेश्चन.
एक स्टडी अप का क्वेश्चन किया था मैंने, छोटा सा ही थियरी क्वेश्चन था एजेंसी पे. फर्स्ट चैप्टर का 4th
मैं
शायद
लेने
से
वाला हूँ वो,
क्विज
टेंशन
क्वेश्चन.
मत ले.
ओके,
लेने वाला हूँ मैं वो. मेरे को
तो
याद
वो
है.
रॉन्ग हो गया था मेरा.
मेरे को याद है वो क्वेश्चन.
ओके,
वो क्वेश्चन भी है. देयर आर 2-3 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम स्टडी हब. आई ओपन द स्टडी हब इन द बैकग्राउंड. है ओपन इधर ही. चलो कह रहे. टेल मी. एक मिनट. टोटल शेयर होल्डर. अरे क्या हो रहा है बाबा? क्या प्रॉब्लम है भाई? क्यों सता रहा है? अभी तो अच्छा चलना शुरू हुआ था. अरे इसमें कुछ ऐसे ये होता है क्या रे बाबा? ठीक है छोड़, तुम हेडिंग दो टोटल शेयर होल्डर रिटर्न, टोटल शेयर होल्डर रिटर्न TSR. Write down example. Mr. A has brought a share shares of company A for $100 on 1st of January 2024. He received a dividend of $6 of $6 of $6 during the year. That is interim dividend. Whenever you receive dividend during the year, it is called as interim dividend, right? That is dividend between two AGMs is called as interim dividend, correct? And final dividend of $2. This is $2. Yes, $100 per share. Everything is per share. Okay. Full stop. Value of share on 31st December 2024 is $108.5. कैलकुलेट सबसे पहले टोटल डिविडेंड कितना है बोलो, हाउ मच इज टोटल डिविडेंड? $6 interim plus how much is final dividend? $2. कितना है टोटल डिविडेंड? टेल मी. $8. Anyone have any problem with this? How much is the growth in shares? Growth
8.5.
या gain in share value? How much is gain in share value? Tell me. How much is the gain in share value? 100 का share you bought. How much is the price at the end of the year? Tell me.
8.5.
$8.5.
So 108.5 minus $100. Correct. How much is the gain? $8.5. Therefore, if I ask you total gain from shareholder or gain on shares, how much is it? $8 dividend plus $8.5 what? So how much is the total gain? Bolo bolo. $8 plus $8.5. How much is the total gain?
16.5.
$16.5. Therefore, how much is the return earned on the shares for the year? Tell me. How many percent? Return, पहले tell me, return percentage earned on the share. Someone said 16.5%. How did you calculate that? Tell me. 16.5 is the gain. And how much did you invest? Tell me.
100.
100. So how much is the return? Tell me. 16.5%. This into 100 करना पड़ता to get the percentage answer. But whatever. Are you okay or comfortable with 16.5%?
Yes, sir.
This is nothing but total shareholder return. So total shareholder return is equal to 16.5%. But now let's try to derive the formula. Now see, 16.5% have a lot of what? Now see, 16.5 mein, let's dismantle this total gain. In this gain, there are two components. What are the two components? Tell me. What are
Dividend
the two components?
and share
Dividend.
growth.
एक minute. उसमें भी total dividend is there, correct?
Right.
बराबर है. Total dividend plus what you have done in the numerator. Tell me.
शेयर का जो अप्रिसिएशन हुआ है वैल्यू.
Correct.
Capital
The
appreciation.
gain in share value, or if I open it up, correct, what is 108.5 share value at the start of the year, or at beginning of the year, or at the end of the year? Tell me.
And
So share price at end of the year minus what did you do? Tell me. 100 is what?
start of the year.
Share price at beginning of year, this bracket, and this whole divided by what, Baba? Tell me. $100. $100 is what? Share price at beginning or share price at end? Tell me.
Beginning.
Beginning.
Correct. So share price at beginning. You derive the formula of TSR. Tell me. One more variant if I want to write. Instead of total dividend, can I write interim plus final dividend? Tell me. Will that work?
Yes.
Fair enough. Tell me. Plus share price at end minus share price at beginning. The whole divided by what? Share price at beginning. ठीक है क्या? Now you would have been so lucky if directly this came in exam. Or TSR find out करो. This does not come up in the exam. Right? But are you okay with the derivation? You only derived the formula. Slowly we calculated each component. Now are you okay with each component? Tell me. Any problem? Chal. Now let me give you one question. One more question. Write down example. Abhi now I'll shorten up the question. Share price at beginning is $112.5. Share price at end $107.6. Dividend, total dividend is equal to $12. Therefore, calculate TSR. I am not going to do it now. Do it, chalo. You have the formula, you know the logic. Tell me. बोलो.
Sir, 15%.
15%. Everybody getting 15% or no? Chalo, do it. Who got 15%, right? Krisha? Got it. Everybody got 15%. Have you written the formula? Have a look. Now see, how much is the total dividend? So TSR, $12 plus what should I do? In bracket, what minus what should I do? Share price at the end minus share price at the beginning, or share price at the beginning minus share price at the end? Tell me.
And
Is there a
minus
profit here? Profit or loss? What do you say, Vipasha? Tell me.
loss, sir.
Loss है $107.6 minus $112.5. This is also called as gain. This can also be written as, लिखा था मैंने नीचे इधर, correct? That divided by how much? Tell me. Divided by how much? Tell me. Should I divide by 107.6 or 112.5? Tell me.
112.5.
$112.5. Correct? How much is the TSR then? Everybody getting 15%? Or was it the wrong answer? How much percent? Tell me. 6.31%. 6.31%. Everyone getting 6.31%? Was this a googly? Tell me. A lot of you did 112.5 minus 107.6. What do you say, Rohit? Okay with it? Tell me. Janilia,
Yes,
what do you
sir.
say?
Okay.
Were you able to solve, Janilia?
Yes, sir.
No issues. Shivani,
No,
what do you say? Sarabjit, what do you say, buddy?
Yes, sir. I
6.3.
was able to.
Yes,
Able to?
was
Okay.
able to solve.
Now can I put one more googly here? Tell me. Right? देखो, what is the question? Share price now is equal to $117. Correct? Comma. Total dividend received. Total dividend received is equal to $11.5. TSR is equal to 17%. Calculate. What I'm saying, hear me out. Calculate share price 1 year ago. One question is there in one of the books where it asks you calculate share price 1 year ago. How will you handle this? Share price 1 year ago and share price now. What is the scenario? So for this, let me draw a timeline. Correct? This is now and this is 1 year ago. Correct? Now is $117. During the full year, how much did the dividend that you receive? Tell me. Full year ka TSR 17%. This is asked. What is this, share price at the beginning or share price at the end?
Share price at the end, 117.
117, right? What you have to find in the formula now?
Beginning.
TSR is given to you. Tell me, 17%, right? The dividend is given to you. Share price, this 117, will you take share price at the end or share price at the beginning when it says find share price 1 year ago? Think about it.
Share price at the end.
Share price at the end you have to find.
No, share price at the beginning we have to find. And
Share
is
price at the
given.
beginning. Okay. So what do you say? What is this? Tell me. This is share price at end लिखो या beginning लिखो? Everybody. What do you say, Seb? क्या लिखो? Share price at the end या beginning?
Share
And
price
sir,
at
One
the
seven.
beginning.
Hear your question. I was
Huh?
solving. I didn't hear your question. I was solving it. Can you just
Huh.
repeat it?
Okay. I'm saying 117 is share price at the end or share price at the beginning?
It's share price at the end.
End. Okay. But it is today, no? Tell me. Are you okay with the question? What do you say, Shivali? Make sense? प्रणव क्या लगता है?
सर नाउ मतलब अभी का शेयर प्राइस वो है 1 ईयर अगो का ढूंढना है.
1 year ago means at the beginning of the year. Now you are waiting at the end of the year. बराबर है? Tell me.
Yes.
So this share price at the beginning is something that you don't know. Consider it as X. Correct? Therefore, लगाओ TSR formula. TSR formula is equal to what? Sir, dividend $11.5 plus what? Tell me, bracket में what should I do? Tell me. What minus what? X minus 117 or 117 minus X? Tell me. बोलो बोलो.
117 minus X.
117 minus x, the whole divided by x or 117? X. And TSR is how much? 17%. तो 17% लिखो या 0.17 लिखो? Right, 0.17. Correct. Therefore, calculate 0.17 is equal to what? 11.5 plus 117 minus x, the whole divided by x. So how will you do it? This x goes this side. Have you fraction? Do you know how to calculate? 0.17x is equal to 11.5 plus 117 minus x. Right? Now take this x that side. Minus है तो वहां जाके क्या होगा? Tell me. It is minus. It will go this side. What will happen? Add or deduct? Minus when it goes this side.
Plus.
Plus.
Add.
Plus.
So will it become 0.27 or will it become 1.17?
1.17.
1.1.
1.17x is equal to 11.5 plus 117. Therefore, 1.17x is equal to how much?
128.5.
128.5. Therefore, x is equal to what? 128.5 divided by 1.17 or multiply by 1.17. It is multiplier when it comes here. What will happen? Divide by.
Divide.
So how much is it now? Tell me.
109.8.
109.2.
109.8.
8. Okay.
82.
8.2. Okay. Correct. Everybody getting this answer? Good googly. Tell me. Good
Sir,
question.
8.3 हो जाएगा.
8.2, 8.3, whatever. Right. FM, SBR, UK.
सर सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट सर, मेरा मेस 9 बजे बंद हो जाता ब्रेक.
क्या क्या क्या?
मेस 9 बजे बंद हो जाता.
हाँ, you can leave. No issues.
नो सर.
No issues. Right.
सर आप ब्रेक कितने बजे दोगे?
अभी दूंगा ना 2 मिनट में.
2 मिनट में दोगे?
हाँ. चलो एक काम करो, ब्रेक ले लो, उसके बाद वी कैन सॉल्व वन क्वेश्चन ऑन दिस. ठीक है. इट्स ऑलमोस्ट व्हाट 8:38. करेक्ट. कम बैक बाय 8:53 तक आते क्या? 8:54 तक आ जाओ. राइट. वी कैन देन कंटिन्यू टू व्हाट? टेल मी. अप टू 9:45 ऑल्सो वी कैन कंटिन्यू. ठीक है. आ जाओ जल्दी 8:54 तक.
Waiting. Last time ಎಬ್ರು taste ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಮಾ.
Quickly come back, guys. Quickly join in. चलो 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 आ जाओ एवरीबॉडी.
सर 5 मिनट और मिलेंगे क्या?
नहीं 10 तक जाना पड़ेगा फिर, राइट? अगर आप 20 मिनट ब्रेक मांगेंगे तो मैं बोलूँगा 10 तक जाओ, 10-15 तक जाओ, राइट? इवेंचुअली नेक्स्ट वीक में वो 7 to 10 ही होने वाला है, करेक्ट? चलो क्विकली ज्वाइन इन गाइस. मैं भी अभी शेड्यूल मेरा ऐसा होता है दैट आई हैव डिनर बिफोर क्लास. अभी थोड़ा आगे पीछे हो रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ वर्क. अभी नेक्स्ट वीक से आई विल ऑल्सो गेट इनटू शेड्यूल, राइट? चलो कम बैक क्विकली. ओके विथ TSR? इफ आई थ्रो अ क्वेश्चन एट यू, विल यू बी एबल टू सॉल्व TSR का क्वेश्चन? चलो लेट्स सी. एवरीबॉडी बैक. सरबजीत, जेनेलिया, सेप, मांडवी, व्हाट डू यू से? Okay with this, whatever we have done, Mandvi? Not yet back. Vipasha also not yet back. Vipasha?
Sir, I'm here, yeah.
Mustafa?
Yes, I'm here.
Karu start. Tell me. Okay with it? Chalo. There's one question waiting for you. Aajo. Do you need my help in this question? देखो जरा. Similar to the question that we have done already. Have a look. You need my help or you'll able to solve it? I'll give you 2 minutes. Solve it. Chalo quickly. Draw the timeline if required. Because they have given 1 year ago now. Now here what they have asked, share price at the end or share price at the beginning? Read it. Chalo.
एंड
End. तो करो करो जल्दी करो. Quickly solve it. Do you need my help? हो गया क्या? Give me an answer. B. 3.5. Anyone has any other answer? 3.5 को छोड़ के. Any other answer? Vipasha, what do you say? Shivani? श्रीवल्ली? श्रीवल्ली, सॉरी. ये तुम श्रीवल्ली हो, मेरे को नहीं जमता है, राइट? हाँ बोलो. What is the answer?
B.
B. Everybody okay with B? Krisha, what do you say? B? ठीक है, कंफर्म कर लेते. हैव अ लुक. कैन आई पोस्ट इट अप इन द ग्रुप? अपना ग्रुप बोल रहा हूँ, नोट्स में इसका स्क्रीनशॉट डाल दो क्या? टेल मी, व्हाट डू यू से?
यस.
दिस क्वेश्चन यू हैव डन, इसका स्क्रीनशॉट लेट्स पुट इट अप हियर. ओके है, विल यू बी एबल टू हैव अ लुक एट इट? देख लो, राइट? डू हैव एनी अदर क्वेश्चन इसके ऊपर? एक मिनट देखने दो। हाँ, आ जाओ जरा, हैव अ लुक। वन मोर क्वेश्चन। होमवर्क में करते क्या? टेल मी। होमवर्क, होमवर्क we can discuss it tomorrow probably. कर लेंगे होमवर्क में? टेल मी, व्हाट डू यू से? आई थिंक एक दो तीसरा, डू यू हैव वन मोर क्वेश्चन? ये भी है होमवर्क। चलो ये वाला करते, आ जाओ, लेट्स डू दिस। नहीं, इजी है ये भी, बट आई वांट यू टू अंडरस्टैंड, राइट? व्हाट विल आई टेक एज डिविडेंड, 21 और 0.21?
0.21.
Anyone who feels 21 should be taken? What do you say, Krisha? 21 या 0.21? What will you take as dividend, beta? 0.21. Shivalli? Okay. 0.21. Everybody okay with this? Homework. क्या ना दिख रहा है ना? 1 ईयर अगो, ठीक है। ओके, अदर देन दिस अभी क्या है और होमवर्क में दे सकते हैं? दिस इज समथिंग दैट वी टू डू। US May 2006, आ जाओ। दिस वी हैव टू डू, आ जाओ जरा। लेट मी टेक दिस ऑन आवर राइटिंग पैड। आ जाओ, हैव अ लुक एट द क्वेश्चन। A shareholder of QSX company is concerned about the recent performance of the company and has collected the following financial information year to 31st May. Correct? EPS दिया है, DPS दिया है, closing ex dividend, share price. Correct? What should I do? Tell me. TSR is related to what? Share price, dividend, EPS. What will you take? Tell me.
Dividend.
Dividend. ठीक है. Right, then what should I do? As on 31st May, I have to find out for the year to 31st May 2006. So see, in TSR, I understand I need 2 or 3 things. Ek to I need dividend. Tell me how much is dividend that is there for the year end 31st May 2006 or whatever, 2026 or 16, whatever you want to say. Tell me. Dividend is how much? Should I take 0.40, 0.385 or 0.370 as the dividend?
0.385.
385. ये तो कब का है? Year to 31st May means what? Sir, this is as on 31st May 2026. यहाँ से एक साल पीछे जाना है, यानी this is 31st May 2005 and this is between what? 3105 2004. This dividend will be paid at what time? ये इससे पहले पे हुआ होगा और before the year, correct? 2003 to 2004. 2004 to 5 में how much dividend is paid? Tell me. 0.385. 2005 to 6 dividend is to be. So for the year to 31st May 2006 means what? Tell me. बोलो. So what should be the date? बोलो. 1 जून 2005 होना चाहिए. 106 2005.
Yes.
Right? To 31st May 2006. This is what this is all about. Correct? Right? So tell me how to go ahead with this. What will be dividend? 0.4 लो या 0.385? Tell me. Everybody? सैब क्या लगता है?
I think X6 का लेना चाहिए.
0.40 सर.
0.4 sir.
0.4
0.4 लेके ट्राई करते हैं. करेक्ट. लेट्स ट्राई आवर लक. देन व्हाट शुड आई टेक शेयर प्राइस एट बिगनिंग?
0.385.
बिगनिंग मींस 106, यानी 8.35 लूं या 6.48 लूं? Tell me.
8.35.
8.35.
8.35. And how much should I take? What? Share price at end?
6.48.
$6.48. Correct. Chalo, with this you can find TSR. Tell me how much is TSR. Do you need my help after this? Tell me. Karo. TSR, put up the formula, calculate it. How much is it? Is it in positive or negative? Tell me.
Negative 1.47.
Negative?
1.47.
परसेंट में आएगा ना आंसर सर? परसेंट में आंसर आएगा. परसेंट आंसर. How much is it? देखो 4 options are there. Have a look. I'll show you the drop down. 17.6.
Yes, sir.
Negative
17.6.
17.6.
Minus
Someone is saying
17.6.
negative 22.68.
17.6.
17.6. Everybody
sir.
getting
हाँ.
17.6.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
शिवानी किधर गलत हुआ बेटा? 22.68. करो कंफर्म, देखो.
माइनस मिस्टेक हुई होगी सर.
करेक्ट. देख लो ओके है क्या? करेक्ट है अपना आंसर. Have a look. I'll review the question. ये क्या हो रहा है रे? हाँ. देखो, are we on the same page? Have a look. Any problem with this? Can I go ahead? Hey Baba, can I go ahead? Tell me,
Yes.
tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Then let's go ahead. अरे बाबा, चलना रे. ठीक है. Are you okay with this TSR? Tell me. Any issues with TSR? Can I go ahead? इधर क्या कीबोर्ड डिसेबल हो गया क्या?
सर इसमें कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चन भी आते हैं जिसमें जो हमारा इक्विटी की वैल्यू लिखी होती है बिगिनिंग और एंड में, उसमें डिविडेंड प्लस और माइनस का भी कोई सीन होता है.
डिविडेंड प्लस और माइनस का मतलब?
कम डिविडेंड और एक ऐसे कोई सिनेरियो होता है इसमें, या वो कुछ और होता है वो?
नहीं, जनरली एक्स डिविडेंड ही लेते हैं. तो इधर 2 नोट लिखने अपने को, इसलिए मैंने ये क्वेश्चन लिया टू राइट अ नोट. 2 notes हैव टू राइट. करेक्ट. राइट डाउन. अगर वो बोले चार्जेबल गेन और लॉसेस इज इक्वल टू, लिखो, शेयर प्राइस एट एंड माइनस शेयर प्राइस एट द बिगनिंग जो होता है ना, उसको एक और नाम क्या है? टेल मी वन मोर नेम फॉर शेयर प्राइस एट द एंड माइनस शेयर प्राइस एट द बिगनिंग. इज व्हाट? Chargeable gain or losses. Maybe in the question if they use chargeable gain or losses as an amount. Correct. Share price at end minus share price at the beginning. Second, always use X dividend share price for calculation. कम डिविडेंड नहीं ले सकते because you have taken dividend differently. So again adding dividend into the share price will not make a lot of sense, right?
ओके जी.
Right. Write this down.
Sir, please show the slide.
दिख रहा है क्या स्लाइड?
No.
नहीं दिख रहा है. एक मिनट. अभी स्लाइड दिख रहा है क्या?
नहीं सर, हैंग हो. आप ही देता.
हाँ सर.
स्टडी अभी हैंग हो गया है, प्रॉब्लम हो गया है। आप करो तब तक लिखो। मैं स्टडी अब में एक दो क्वेश्चन और है विच आई वांट टू टेक। बट इफ इट डज नॉट लोड अप आई विल पुट अप इन द एक्स ये वाला फाइल, you can try it for homework, I don't have a problem. Now you will be able to solve any question on TSR, no issues. Now what we'll do, we'll enter investment appraisal, right? We'll draw a table for it, correct? मेरे को आज लगता है ये कीबोर्ड का ना, there's some problem with the keyboard. Are you done writing? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
चलो आ जाओ। The study up is a bit slow. बढ़िया है। The new study up is very good. इतने TSR पे क्वेश्चन नहीं थे जितने अभी है ना। Those many questions were not there on TSR. चल आ जाओ, लेट्स गो, वील ट्राई टू सॉल्व मोर क्वेश्चंस। अब आ जाओ। आई थिंक ये लास्ट वाला QS6 कर लिया ना हम लोगों ने। ये क्वेश्चन सेम क्वेश्चन है, राइट? आ जाओ जरा। बट दिस, इसमें टोटल शेयर होल्डर विल नॉट बी एबल टू डू दिस राइट नाउ, करेक्ट? दिस आई विल डू आफ्टर, या एट द एंड वी कैन डू इट, राइट? ये वाला क्वेश्चन। चलो लेट्स रैप इट अप फॉर नाउ ऑन TSR, राइट? कम बैक टू योर व्हाट राइटिंग पैड। चलो आ जाओ। Write down next heading on some new page. ठीक है, write down investment appraisal. पहले investment appraisal का master chart we will make. There are going to be 8-9 headings here, correct? First write down basics. Time value of money. Discounting. The main chart of investment appraisal, right? Then you have 4 methods of investment appraisal. IA means investment appraisal. Huh? Methods of investment appraisal. There are 4 methods, right? One is ROCE, that is return on capital employed. ठीक है. Then there is payback period. Plus discounted payback period. Then there is NPV, that is net present value. Then there is IRR. IRR is nothing but internal rate of return. Right? IRR हो गया, इंटरनल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न, एनपीवी, पेबैक पीरियड, आरओसी. ठीक है. फिर एक हेडिंग आएगा एन्युटीज एंड परपेचुइटीज. एन्युटीज एंड परपेचुइटीज. करेक्ट? ओके विथ इट? इसमें कोई डाउट है आपको? one thing I will take, you don't worry. Okay. Then there will be something called as relevant costs. Yeah, relevant cash flows. Correct? Then there will be a major topic of full-fledged NPV. इसके टेबल बनेगा. Each one will have a individual table. Full-fledged NPV. Correct? Then you have sensitivity analysis. Plus simulation. एक ही पूरा chapter I am writing all topics of that chapter together. Simulation, sensitivity analysis, plus probability analysis. इसको actually can we give a heading here? Just give a heading here. This is, you write it at the investment appraisal under uncertainty. Right. Then asset replacement decision. Asset replacement decisions. That is lease versus buy. Second is EAC. EAC का full form is equivalent annual cost. And EAB, equivalent annual benefit. ठीक है?
Sir, that investment appraisal under uncertainty, it's the major part.
हाँ, ये what major part?
As in the not major, it's a major.
This is the heading actually. This is the heading.
And
under which
this,
you have these three.
Okay.
Correct. Asset replacement decision हो गया. उसके बाद last you have something called as capital rationing. Now the examiner is very notorious here. Okay. If you ask me, correct? Sir, what is most important here, right? See, these are the basics part. From year to year, all these are basic parts. Because if you don't understand this, correct, you cannot understand full-fledged NPV, sensitivity, asset replacement. This is favorite examiner section C question. Now I'll tell you one what starking thing here, right? There are two set of papers that come up. In sometimes three set of papers. ठीक है? Minimum two set तो आएंगे, because if you are sitting next to each other in the FM exam, you both will have a different paper is what generally happens, right? Either way, what happens in the two set in, so देखो logically two sets, correct? So 4 questions should come up in section C, right? Right? अब सुन लो, 4 questions should come up, right? In that one question will 100%, in one set one question will 100% be full fledged NPV. क्या तुमको करने का करो, right? Out of the 4, so 2 set of papers of FM, correct? 4 section C questions, 20 marks each, because 2 papers, right? In that 4 questions, one full fledged NPV question will be there if you are lucky, right? On what, कभी आपका September, what is the date of the exam, right? हाँ 12th, नहीं नहीं एक मिनट रुको,
6th of September.
5th September, नहीं Friday 5th September,
हाँ.
5th September, correct? You are sitting in the exam hall, greet yourself or consider yourself lucky अगर आपको ये set आया. But right, there will be another set which will possibly have one question from this. ये section C अब right old favorite है, ये old favorite is section C question of NPV. This is the new favorite. Now see, we are fighting over what? Tell me. Sorry, a full-fledged NPV, sensitivity, asset replacement, decision, capital allowance, ये सब correct, right? And sir, एक बार googly डाली examiner ने. Once there was a smooth googly done by the examiner. ये दिख रहा है क्या ये 4, right? इस पे एक section C question डाल दिया. है clean bold. The whole exam hall was clean bold. वैसा ही राइट, एवरी टाइम फुल फ्लेज एनपी यूज्ड टू कम. ये कैपिटल राशनिंग ना बहुत हल्के में लेते थे स्टूडेंट, यूज्ड टू टेक इट वेरी व्हाट लाइटली. आई यूज्ड टू डू इट क्वाइट इन डिटेल. आई यूज्ड टू डू क्वाइट इन डिटेल. आवर स्टूडेंट्स वर एबल टू सॉल्व दिस कैपिटल राशनिंग. जिन्होंने नहीं किया था ना कैपिटल राशनिंग, वन सेक्शन सी क्वेश्चन केम, होल एग्जाम हॉल क्लीन बोल्ड. हियर आल्सो व्हेन बेसिक आरओसी, पेबैक पीरियड, एनपीवी, आईआरआर, right, once a question came on that only. Everyone coming out of the paper is like, sir, we prepared for what? The big guns, correct? Full-fledged NPV, lease versus buy, and all that stuff. आया क्या एग्जाम में? Tell me, sir. NPV IRR calculation करने को आया. See, you are not used to doing NPV IRR in what? Excel. Generally, NPV IRR is a section AB question, right? You will see while going in the syllabus. अरे but sir, डायरेक्ट गूगली सर, करेक्ट, एवरीबॉडी क्लीन बोर्ड. वो वाला मेरे को याद है, बट वी हैड रिटन व्हाट टाइप ऑफ, उसमें ना देयर वाज अ पेक्यूलियर थिंग दैट वाज आस्क्ड. आरओसी, एनपीवी, आईआरआर हैज अ रिलेशनशिप विद ईच अदर, राइट? दैट रिलेशनशिप वाज आस्क्ड. आवर स्टूडेंट्स वर क्लियर because we had written that relationship, what to use, cash flow to use, profit to use, depreciation to deduct, not to deduct, correct? So our students were very clear. It got what? No tension. But everyone else, or what question came, we were not able to interpret at all, right? So please stay attentive, right? Examine
मुझे आया था,
आया था ना,
सेंसिटिविटी एनालिसिस आया था,
सेंसिटिविटी एनालिसिस आया था. अब ना
और सर पूरी हालत
हाँ,
हो गई थी वो क्वेश्चन करने में, बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग था.
हाँ. So sensitivity analysis, what we do, you know, right? Everybody else does what? Sensitivity analysis, they treat as a different topic, correct? But here, either only in India, either it will happens that in the NPV analysis we do one full-fledged NPV question, उसमें we do sensitivity analysis का question, right? We use that NPV का part, right, and do sensitivity analysis का question, right? And I prove that whatever we are doing in sensitivity analysis, that is correct. That is, I prove how that NPV goes to 0, whatever sensitivity analysis में, through an Excel working and through formula working. Those who have done class know how extensive it is, correct or not, right? So that is how it is. Annuities, perpetuities, उसमें भी there are very tricky MCQs that come up. बराबर है ना प्रणव? Tell me.
हाँ सर.
Those also are done in class, right? ऐसे कुछ छोड़ने का नहीं, correct? You have to be on your toes every time, correct? You never know where question will or where the examiner will test you. ये तो सर practical हो गया. Theory MCQs also come up from investment appraisal, correct or not? Sir, वो तो हो गया. Section B question also come up from investment appraisal when you have a bad day, correct or not? So you have to be ready for the worst, correct? What I'm saying, but 5-10 marks you have to give to the examiner. Everything done. After that also, if right, he is in the mood of आज कुछ तूफानी करते, correct? He is going to take you for 5-10 marks here and there. But that does not mean you will not focus on the 90 marks. See, अभी क्या है, if you go by the 100 marks rule ना, what will happen is you will be very let down in the exam if 5-10 marks something different comes, correct? Right? But एक बार हुआ था, we had done STO, security token offering बोल के, there is a theory topic at the end, correct? I had brushed that in the exam, in the what was some new, there are technical articles also that come up, right? So एकदम end में I had touched that technical article, right? And 10 marks section B question came on that. Would you believe? One time affair, but it came, right? Most of the students, because you had a what? साइकोलॉजी के सर 10 मार्क तो कुछ सर ने बोला है कुछ बाहर का आएगा, सर हैज टोल्ड समथिंग फ्रॉम आउटसाइड इट विल कम, वी आर ओके, रिमेनिंग 90 कैन वी स्कोर 50 आउट ऑफ इट. That eases off the pressure in the examination hall. That is what I would like to say, correct? So that is how it is, correct? So don't worry, everything will be done in detail, every small aspects will also be touched upon. You don't have to worry about anything, correct? Now come to this basic part. आ जाओ जरा. Yeah. The either my chal aaja, come to first part, that is basics. I'll update the pages, don't worry, once I'm done with the lecture. Okay. Basics of investment appraisal, correct? First say future value, then say present value. Future value has two parts. Simple interest method, compound interest method. Present value में तो only there will be a formula that will be derived here. There will be a formula that will be derived here. There will be a formula that will be derived here. Leave space for formula. ठीक है, चलो. Now tell me, can we go to 9:45 or you want to wrap it up today? Bolo. Are you fresh? You want to go ahead? Shrivalli is in the mood that let me go, sir. है कि नहीं?
आज
तो
रैप
आज
अप
के
कर
लिए
लेते, कल कर लेंगे.
ठीक है, चल. We will wrap it up today. Correct. You have 2-3 questions for homework. TSR, right? Revise all the theory notes, correct? Try to understand all the topics. Now tell me, give me a genuine feedback, right? Do you understand topics or understand concepts? Whatever 2 days we have done, tell me. Like this only, if the pace is nice and you write everything, understand everything, solve everything, right? FM is comparatively very easier. Yeah, the portion is too much, right? So we will have to go to 10, 15 tak we have to go, because without that we will not be able to complete at this pace. We will not be able to complete the portion, right? In middle, what I'll do, where I feel, right, that certain theory notes can be given to you directly, I'll explain you, then you can read the theory notes, correct? You can write it down yourself in homework, where we can save time. But practical part, I cannot do that. Okay, just believe me, if wherever I can, I will try to reduce your writing work, right? I will give you those notes, correct, and we can discuss it, right? अच्छे से I will make you understand it, and then you can go ahead with it. No issues. Okay. Can I wrap it up for today? We will meet tomorrow 7 p.m. Till then, bye bye. Take care of your health. Today's lecture I'll try. Yesterday, though, I had no lights in the evening, right? In the night, since I think today 11:30, so I could not upload the lectures. Today, possibly lights will be there. If the lecture is done or ready, because Zoom takes time to process the lecture, right? Once it is processed, and if I'm awake, I'll do it today. I thought tomorrow early morning I paste it. Okay. Ciao. And let's wrap it up for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Take care of your health. Bye bye. Good night.